Yo guys, welcome back to another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. Okay, so what happened? I woke up, I got ready, I got my son ready, I took my son to school, I got caught out in the rain, it was soaking wet. I got home, I removed all of my completely drenched, clothing, jacket and everything. I dried myself off, put on my sweats, put on my hoodie, got comfortable, made myself a coffee, then realized, crap, I did not make a Should You Summon video. And that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna go through all of the banners and give you the advice. I'm not going to tell you whether you should or shouldn't summon. Ultimately, that is your decision. It's your Irish. You earned it or bought it. Either way. I mean, you earned the money, right? And then you spent the money, so you still earned that Iris. Either way, we're going to go through the banners. I'm going to give you my advice on whether these banners are worth, why they would be worth, and if you should summon. Now, I'm going to operate under the assumption you want to summon on either the Valentine's banners that are going to be coming, I think, next month, or the collab banners, or either way. So summon cautiously is the first piece of advice I would give you. Now, firstly, we're going to start off with this Haruhime banner. Now, I'm going to tell you right here. Let me give you a bit of rundown here. If we just have a look. Okay, so there are 6 featured units on this banner. Instantly, that should tell you your rates of getting, your chances of getting something that you are after are significantly lower. Like, imagine all of the banners we get like 2 banners, 3 units per banner. Those rates are harsh enough as it is. Now imagine smushing both those banners together and not increasing the rates of those units. So, well, more than they were anyway. So, do I think this banner's worth? No, not all. The only time it would be worth is if you literally just started and you managed to grind your ass off and get like 12,000 Iris straight off the bat. It may be worth then. You might want to take a shot at it, maybe get a couple of MLB Haruhimes, because most of them are worth in the long run. Like the OG Haruhime, you now get a copy of for completing the story on normal. So you don't have to infinitely re-roll for her anymore. Yes, you do want bonds, but you can literally just save up all of your prison bonds if need be for that. May take a while, but it's still worth. I just don't see the value in this, given there are 6 featured units. The rates, the chances, the odds of getting the unit. Like for me, for example, I've got OG Haruhime MLB, I've got Wind Haruhime MLB, I've got Light Haruhime +3, I've got the Water Haruhime +4, I've got Maid Haruhime +1, and I've got 1 copy of the other Haruhime. There's like, okay, there's still 2 units there that I just literally do not need a single copy of. So yeah, alright, the odds are in my favor that I'll get something I need, but ultimately I would want the last copy for my Water Haruhime or another couple of copies for my Light Haruhime, given that they are the closest to being MLB. But those odds are still against me because I still have up 2 other units that I have to compete with for that, not including the 2 that I've already MLB'd, which I'll probably end up getting anyway because my luck sucks. Do I think this banner's worth? No. There are, okay, it may be worth at some point, but so few scenarios make this banner worth. I can confidently say it's not really worth. It's bait. It's obviously bait. She sells a lot. She sells easily. So, moving on to the next banner. Good, it is bait first. Okay, or bet first, sorry. Is it bait or bet? Someone, please tell me if it's bait or bet. What are the advantages of summoning on this banner? Daphne is relatively good for Wargame, but then, in my opinion, you don't really need a significantly OP Wargame team to get to King 1 anyway. And the majority of us get stuck at King 1. I myself got to I've been at King 1 for the past couple of Wargames. So yeah, I got relegated. I got knocked out of Jester. It was fun while it lasted. I made a bad summoning decision in not summoning for Light to get him MLB. Mainly because I was trying to prioritize Record Buster at the time. I didn't realize how much of a significant fallout that would have on my Wargame scores. Anyway, this banner. The Seer, okay, I've really used her since I got her. Daphne, I used her a lot, and I mean a lot. And some people would still swear by her in Wargame for physical rush teams, given that she lowers physical resist and agility. So she has the agility manipulation as a benefit. Bait, whatever his name is, Wolf Dude, he's strong, man. He hits really damn hard. Like, his single target skill hits so hard. He's self-sufficient. He heals on counter. The recent update added element damage to his counter as well, which means his counters are going to do more damage than they did in the first place. The adjustment has made him more competent. When I say adjustment, I mean the increase in stats and the change in passives have made him more competent. He is a good unit. He will still confidently work and competently work in light teams. But not a unit I would suggest chasing, that's for sure, and neither is the Daphne. So this banner ultimately, I would say, on the premise that we're trying to maintain some Iris to save for either the Valentine's or collab banners or both, I'm comfortable skipping this banner. If you are an entirely new player and you don't know where to start or don't know where to start summoning, even you guys can probably give this banner a miss. Or at least get a secondary priority. It's not going to be the first priority on your list. Moving to the the banner. Okay, this is the banner everyone's probably going to be shooting for, me included. Once I finish the story, I'll have more Iris. I'll do the next guaranteed step. I started this morning, I did 3 steps and I got 3 Anyas. That's all I'm after. If I can get one more, I'm good. I will stop. I will get star bonds. I will use them on her, because she's worth it. But this banner has more value than just the Anya. The Riveria, okay, she fits into a very niche comp, which would be the Magic Rush or Magic Light wargame teams. If you don't have the rest of the team to complement her, she's pretty useless, and you'll probably struggle to put a team around her other than those magic units that usually you'll see smothering the meta currently in the higher ranks. The Anya, however, has stood the test of time. She is useful, she hits hard, she is self-sufficient, she will fit into any team given the opportunity. Given that most people have at least a semi-functioning fire team with the contribution of the previous Apollo, and the free-to-play Hermes, might I add, which you can pick up in the event ticket shop, I think. She will even fit in a fire team to help out in Record Busters. She is such a great unit, and now that she's got a pass-through, oh my god, her stats are more relevant, not as relevant as the current units are, being over 2,000 strength for other units, or the newer units I should say, and just falling shy of that on her stats. That's always going to be the case. They don't want to bring back older units to be as reliable as newer units. That's just how WFS work. But though that stat difference, in my opinion, is negligible, she's still a great unit. She's still worth. I don't think this banner is bait. They do want you, obviously they want to rinse your Iris. They do this every year at the beginning of this year. It's collab season coming up. They want to make sure that you do not have Iris left to summon, so you have to pay for it. Miak, I'm not even sure what he does. I don't think I've ever used him since pulling him, so I can't really comment on that. But this banner, I would say, is worth it. Probably up there on the list of priorities if you wanted to summon. I will cover the other banners just in case you are new, because I've had a few new players asking questions about whether they should summon, who they should summon for. Now, I'm going to skip this one entirely. This is the only other banner you should be considering, given that this, especially on EU, is the only Earth Resist debuffer assist on the game right now, especially in EU. I think NA and the Asian servers have an Earth Resist debuffer already, but EU, this is your only one. And the Tiona. The Tiona is a great unit. As far as I remember, we're going to have a look actually. Pretty sure she removes buffs, so she is going to hit hard, especially she's going to be your star if Finn Record Buster ever comes back after this. It's going to be few and far between, I will tell you that, given that everyone loves Finn. So magic resist and fire resist minus 35%, that's very self-sufficient. Self magic and fire damage plus 65%, extremely self-sufficient, plus 3 additional actions. Remove strength and magic. Yep, she is a good unit to have. She is basically a magic fire version of Anya. Wait, I didn't check her SA. Maybe Anya is still better, given that she might do more damage. Sorry, damage plus 150% for every strength and magic buff skill removed. Okay, so her SA is gonna hit hard, but doesn't actually buff her. Nah, I would still personally go with the Anya, unless you, well, me personally, that's my personal preference. That's why I've chased the Anya instead of trying to chase more copies of her. Plus, I already did 10 steps on this banner. Never go past 10 steps if you're free to play. You'll be summoning into the void. You could potentially never get another copy of the unit that you did. Speaking from experience, okay, so I don't usually say her name because I hate her, but last year, the Goblin Slayer collab banners came around, and the only unit I really wanted was Sword Maiden. Yeah, I simped hard for Sword Maiden. I basically doubled the banner. I think I summoned 20 times, maybe a few more than that, maybe 23, 24 times or some crap, because I skipped some banners previously for the collab banners. And that heavy Iris investment basically left me short for the rest of the year. So as a free-to-play player, like I said in the beginning, summon cautiously. So to summarize, if you are going to summon, if you have the Iris to spare, or you're new and you have the time to grind your ass off, the Tiona banner or the Anya banner are the ones you want to go for. Please skip the Haruhime banner unless you really just don't have any. Maybe even just do the first few like 2 guaranteed. But let me check what the steps are. I think they're the same. So second and fourth. So if you go to the fourth step to get 2 guaranteed, that's not going to leave you heavily short of Iris. Maybe if you're desperate to try and get OG Haruhime, you can give it a go. It might be worth for you. But other than that, I don't see it as worth. The Tiona banner and the Anya banner are probably the ones you want to go for. If not, and you're not desperate or hurting for any of those units for Record Buster specifically, then I would just skip and wait. But Anya has been relevant for most of the hardest content in the game so far. Anyway, that is going to be it, guys. I hope that helps you. I'm sorry this video didn't come out yesterday when I usually would put them out. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to drop a like if you did. Subscribe if you are not. I'm sorry I'm speaking really fast. I kind of want to drink my coffee. I'm cold and I'm wet. But yeah, no. So drop a like if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you're not. Social media links in the description. As always, guys, I love you and I will catch you later.
Fire!